Hello, everyone. I'm here with international arbiter Chris Bird. Chris, always a pleasure talking to you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you. Tournament's going really well. We're in round 7 right now, and things are going really well. We haven't really had to do much from the arbiter perspective.
I bet that's always a fun thing to do. Chris, first question for you. What tournaments do you prefer to be an arbiter for? The Super Swiss tournaments, closed, invitational? I don't know. Which ones?
I like doing them all. The invitational round robin closed ones are a little more serious, but usually the guys know what they're doing, so we don't have too much to do. But when we do have something to do, it's very important. But I also like the big Swiss events like this. You get down in the trenches with the players you don't often see very much. You get to do a lot more rulings, you get to answer a lot more questions. It's just a fun atmosphere to be around the players and help and make sure the tournament goes well.
And talking about questions that you have to answer, of course, a lot of people were wondering today about how round 7 pairing happened with Fabiano doubling the white pieces against international master Hyman. This is something that doesn't happen often. I know you tweeted about it. So could you now give everyone the correct answer so they know what to expect for, from the FIDE perspective on how this pairing was done?
Yeah, so it's the same from US chess rules as well as FIDE. When a player, you get two players who are both do the same colors, you got to assign the colors accordingly. And usually the theory was always the higher rated player got their due color. In this case, Fabi didn't get the black pieces, which he would have got with his alternating just his colors. It's to do with you just look through the color history of the two players involved and go back to the round where they differed. And in round 3, Fabi had the black pieces and Mark had the white pieces. So we just alternate from there to just keep it even.
That's a very important thing that people have to know. Chris, I've known you for many years, and I know, as an arbiter, you sometimes also get to talk to the players and become friendly. But then when you have this job as an arbiter, it's tough to... How tough is it to keep, friendship in a way, but also having to make tough rulings? Did you ever lose a friend in a way because of it, or had lots of difficult times to communicate with someone?
No, I mean most of the players here that I see on a regular basis at the club events, I've hung out with socially. I know them as friends, but when it comes down to the tournament, it's purely business, not personal. We're just making decisions based on what the rules are and what the rules say. Sometimes with a decision, you can't please both players. You just make what you feel is the right decision, and players usually just get on with that and live by it, and they appreciate what you're doing, and that you had to make a ruling at some way, and you just got to get over it and get on with it, because sometimes not everything is going to go your way.
That's true, unfortunately, but it's tough, of course. But I think in the beginning there might have some negative feelings, but then, as you say, they get over it, right?
Yeah, eventually they'll get over it, and they see your side of things, and they'll always have their opinion and their side of things, but that's just the way it is. Yeah.
And Chris, a final question regarding norms. I know in this tournament it's been super, super strong. No really weak players. There's always some title player you're going to have to face. Tell me a little bit about who has chances at this particular moment in time to get a norm.
Yeah, well, clearly Mark Hyman has great chances to get a GM norm. If he plays against the right rated opponents, the score he has right now is probably enough for him to get a GM norm. There are a couple of other people that were sort of in with a shout, but probably not as likely. The stronger the tournament, the better the chances for norms, but also it means the players have to play some really strong tournaments, and it's hard to score those points as well. So it's a bit double-edged, but we've certainly got a really, really good shout at 1 and potentially an outside chance at a second one.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate your time. I took you from the tournament. I know you got to rush back to it. Thank you so much for everything that you do. I know sometimes players don't really understand all the work that goes behind being a tournament director. So I hope I'm talking from everyone's point that we appreciate it and we want everything to be happening in a very natural way and fair play, of course. So we appreciate all the time. Thank you for being here.
No worries. Thank you.